come gank Rammus for some reason. Why, I don't quite know, but we will find out later. Moving my items to their respective slots. There's Rammus engaging Ezreal. There's Ashe. Ashe does have her arrow complete, and there's nothing I can do. Backing up after taking some harassment. She's not going to be able to kill me, not without Rammus. And while Ezreal's dueling over here, and hits going off as the tank's getting focused, and now the time is come to skedaddle and run like mad. Ezreal's going to go ahead and curse, as somehow we were supposed to save him. I'm not quite certain how, but we can always review this on the recording. Look at the map. Going to go ahead and throw a question mark out there to see what exactly he was meaning there. And our tower getting pushed, which means I'm going to be spamming that Hymn of Valor, trying to get everything done. Dropping a heal, and talking to me. I was coming to you, but Ashe arrowed me. In case he didn't see that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this over here. And I was. That's a little bit weird. Gonna go ahead and see why he rages in that lane. Don't know what all I could have done. Ashe would have just walked up and killed him. Rammus is powerballing through the bush, so that'll be interesting. He does go ahead and get the taunt off, and Ashe arrow in. Summoner heal and ultimate, saving Lux there for now, but we'll see for how long. Rammus is of course behind Lux somewhere, and she does go ahead and snipe the kill off of Ashe. Rammus, I do believe, is going to be swinging around, and there he is. Gonna go ahead and keep an eye on this lane. Ashe has died, so the kill was revenged a little bit, but I do believe we are still behind 3-4 due to my stupid death earlier. Gonna go ahead and move up, trying to harass the Rammus while he is alone, although it looks like Swain is MIA. Nope, he has returned after all. And just trying to poke Rammus. Taking some HP damage, but not too much. Gonna go ahead and drop a heal on Lux, as she has not recalled. I wonder if she has Clarity ready soon. Yep, there it is. And this will allow her to stay in the lane that much longer. Meanwhile, mid lane has gone MIA. Ashe has disappeared to top, and that means Swain should be coming to top. Yep, which means Rammus is holding this lane by himself. Now, as for why I went Clairvoyance, it's more because it's more of a support skill, and Clairvoyance will help you see into those bushes. As you could see during that ranked game, I believe I used it extensively for seeing into the bushes. We were getting harassed early game. And we're not actually just last hitting, we're actually kind of pushing this lane, but not too worried about that for now, even though we have been punished for it in the past. This lane doesn't seem too aggressive, although that can be somewhat scary, as that means that they are waiting for the right moment to attack. Now, Rammus alone can't do too much against us. We have a lot of burst, and we might not be able to kill him, as he does have that no magic mantle, but it is still something to consider. Dropping some hits on him. Now, Ashe and LeBlanc are both missing. I still haven't dropped a ward, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, giving Lux a quick move speed buff as I activate my move speed aria. And I should have done this a long time ago, but didn't. Going to go ahead and just drop a ward at Dragon, and I guess swing by mid for now. Going to go ahead and drop a Clairvoyance right in the middle of this bush to make sure that I'm not walking into a trap. Leave a ward there. That will help out a lot. You might be wondering about the relevance, but I kind of want to see when people are doing Dragon and other items. Trying to harass Swain, but not getting too much there, at least driving him away from the lane. And it looks like I'm going to be needed to come up to the mid lane to help out Mordekaiser while I can. Caitlyn is, of course, at the base dead, trying to come back to life. And mid has gone MIA, so we'll see exactly how that goes. Possibly going to be coming up this route. No, not at all. And this tower looks like it does indeed want to go down. Now, there is someone teleporting to this tower, but I do believe we will be okay. And dropping the ultimate on Rammus to interrupt that. And Rammus is going to go ahead and start taking some hits here. As while he can tank, we'll see exactly how far it'll go. Turning on the move speed aria as we need to get back a little bit faster. and dropping Clairvoyance to make sure that they can't come straight up to us. Meanwhile, Caitlyn has gone ahead and accepted the lane switch that I did while roaming up here. And it does look like Mordekaiser is going to go ahead and recall. And Rammus coming up to try to gank Ezreal. Swain moving up a little bit too aggressively though, and I think Ezreal would have moved back anyways. Now, Swain does know that Rammus is in there. I believe he did shoot a skill shot down there. And I somehow missed Tryndamere, as you can see. For this lane, if you do want to watch out from getting hit if they have a jungler, you should be putting your ward here. As putting it at Dragon/Baron, you will not see this come around when they do come and gank. Now, Mordekaiser is still at the base, so not too much going on there. Ezreal's pushing there. Rammus is waiting there in the bottom lane. Ward's coming in handy a bunch this time. Possibly this lane has too much burst, but we will see. Gonna go ahead and get the root off. And wow, amazing burst there as we both take a ton of damage. Trying to... And not too much going off. Getting bursted down, and Tryndamere does go ahead and tower dive me, critical hitting me for 336, which is effectively a third of my health in one hit. Very hard to deal with that as a squishy early game. So not doing too good of a job with Sona early game. Her mid game and late game is where she's very strong though, so we'll see how that goes. Tryndamere does get a successful recall off, and he did spot Ezreal in advance. Mid lane is missing, so I have no idea what's going to happen there. Gonna go over here and start buying that revolver as I need to rush that Will of the Ancients, although I can't quite yet. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up more wards as they have saved our team so far. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and keep an eye on this lane. Looks like Mordekaiser's gonna go ahead and chase Swain. I should have activated my move speed aura earlier, but no luck there. Ezreal, not the cheeriest of champions, still a little bit sad. Saying thanks for clarity late. Mordekaiser, does he have clarity? Clarity CV? Oh, he was talking about clairvoyance, not clarity. Although I was just dropping it because I wanted to make sure he wasn't going to run into anybody. But that was a little bit worse bad of me. I should have dropped it sooner and had more map attention, I suppose. Although you shouldn't really overextend and know your limits. But alas the day. Trying to back up, not going to get hit by that move speed debuff. And time to go ahead and send 2 wards down here. I don't believe they're going to do a fast Baron, but I want to cover these spots first instead. Now, Mordekaiser is getting harassed by Tryndamere and LeBlanc as they are both really bursty champions. You know, we're all having a fun little cluster or something over here in the lane. Ezreal doing a nice flash out of the arrow. Now we need to defend that lane as there's 2 champions pushing top, but we need to... No one else seems to want to come up to defend it, and the tower does go ahead and die. So a little bit of a waste here. Gonna go ahead and drop another ward here at the intersection, and Swain calling, "You missed, Lux," because Lux apparently tossed a laser, and it must have obviously missed. Keeping an eye on the lane over here, dropping a CV, and LeBlanc and Tryndamere. We could go and pick off LeBlanc if we all did move the team, but no time to type, and Ashe will die. LeBlanc, I don't know which way she quite went. There she is. Looks like she's going to be doing a quick. And I do get the kill for that silly move by LeBlanc by hitting her with that combo. I thought she was meaning to suicide in instead of running back, but I do not know for sure. Gonna have to go to the bottom lane to defend it off against minions, although someone's gonna have to take care of top even though we don't have to quite worry about it yet. Dropping a single ward at Dragon to keep vision of that key objective seen. I still have no vision of Baron due to my odd ward placement there, but it should be okay for now, although you should never quite assume. Gonna go ahead and drop a Clairvoyance, and we see that Tryndamere is alone, although Swain is coming up from behind to take care of that. And Sona, keeping at decentish health with that Hex Tech, has some okay AP at this stage of the game, and should be getting that Will of the Ancient shortly. Now Swain is coming down to my lane with Rammus to try to take the bottom lane, but I already knew to back off. And apparently Tryndamere did go ahead and get on a killing spree versus Ezreal. Now Tryndamere is a late game champion, which does mean that any kills he gets early game is just going to snowball him that much faster. So we want to avoid beating him kills as much as possible. Not getting too much of a heal off, only getting 31 or that heal off apparently, which I believe was just me getting healed for the normal hit. And if I had flash here, that'd be awesome, as I could have gotten those 2 weak champions. And I already used my summoner heal here. I'm trying to save my ultimate for a more appropriate time, popping the smooth speed Arya here, and just trying to poke for now, trying to keep our champions alive. Gonna go ahead and pop my mana and health pots, as I do believe. Ooh! Very strong hits there. We need to push up fast. And Rammus is gonna go ahead and run up. Hero Muffin pinging Rammus. Nothing I can do here though, as he is out of range to hit with my ultimate.